In many communities across Nigeria, access to quality healthcare remains a daily struggle. For residents of Oruku and Ipetoro Communities in Ogun State, getting medical attention often means traveling long distances. That is, if they can even afford it. But in the middle of these challenges, two companies are gradually becoming symbols of hope. They are Monarch Steel Mill Limited and Vision Gas and Power. They are not only doing business in these communities, they are touching lives.
Run, quick, quick. Next person.
On Saturday, May 16, 2026, hundreds of residents in these communities gathered under canopies along the Sagamu Road at Itasone near Okejo in Sagamu local government area of Ogun State for a free medical outreach sponsored by these two companies, Monarch Steel Mill Limited and Vision Gas and Power. The outreach offers free blood pressure checks, blood sugar tests, malaria diagnosis, hepatitis screening, and eye examinations. For many residents, it became their first medical checkup this year.
1948. Okay.
Outreach also exposed hidden cases of hypertension and diabetes. These are illnesses often described as silent killers because they develop quietly and can lead to stroke, kidney failure, or sudden death. Some of the beneficiaries admitted they have been living with symptoms for years without understanding the danger.
Children, be on the straight line. Line up.
But healthcare is only one part of the story. Community leaders say Monarch Steel Mill Limited have also supported electrification projects, drainage construction, road grading, and other social interventions in the area. The company's efforts are gradually improving living conditions.
Yes, a few years back, I guess in 2019, we went to the company to express our feelings to them because they are very close to us. Before they were not kind of gotten any kind of CSR from them, and also there was kind of pollution in the community then. So we went to them. Hopefully, they thank God they have a listening general manager in the person of Mr. Visha. Okay. So give us a listening ear. We met him. Told him we're not asking them to give us any money. We wanted to see how they can support the community where they operate to show a human face. Okay. And we actually go into one of understanding with them that what we intended, what they expect them to do for us, and which they have been doing since that time. Like you can say they are doing drainage for the community. They give us transformer. They give us 100 concrete pole. Every year, they also give us a kind of a support palliative to the community. And also every year they do the free medical outreach, the members of the community, and free reading glasses. They've been on for the past 6 to 7 years ago. We've been doing that every year on a yearly basis. I mean the free medical outreach, they've been doing that for the past 6 to 7 years ago.
And what have been the attitude of the people, the residents of Oruku and Ipetoro Community to the program?
The community, members of the community are so happy. They are happy about the, some people have not checked. Some people have time to go to hospital because of the cost sometimes. And some people were able to check their BP and find out some have over 200 or something. So thank God that for the program, I kind of helped the community. The kind of drugs they're giving after diagnosing the illness it was and the treatment they're giving. So community members are happy, grateful to Monarch and Steel and Vision Gas as it were.
In today's business world, leadership is no longer measured only by profits and expansion. True leadership is also measured by impact. For Monarch Steel Mill Limited and Vision Gas Power, Community engagements appear to have become part of their corporate identity. Despite the interventions, challenges still remain. Residents continue to call on government authorities to provide healthcare centers, better roads, and improved infrastructure. Community leaders believe stronger partnership between government and the private sector can transform the area completely. In Peturu, this outreach was more than a corporate program. It was a lifeline. In communities where poverty and lack of infrastructure make health difficult, small interventions can make a huge difference. And that's why businesses exist to grow and succeed. Stories like this remind us that the greatest success is often found in the lives we touch.
We have been operating here for quite a long time, and then we have a mutual understanding with the host communities. So because it's a win-win issue. So despite the fact that we are having an organization, we have an organization here which we are making our business, and then so we have to give back to the societies where we are operating as operators. So this is not the first time, this is not the second time, at least almost about the fourth medical outfit we're having. And then this is not the only medical outfit we have. We are doing for the host communities. We have done a lot of series as a CSR. We give them transformers, we give them concrete poles. So to the host communities, and a lot of things we have done. So that the issue of AIDS is paramount. So simply because everybody have to, because they don't have, most of them doesn't have the opportunities of going to the hospitals. So simply because the health centers is far from these passes. So then we deem fit that we should have such an health programs, so that most of them should be able to know their health status. Then so to give them just some drugs to cushion the effect, if any of them can need to know, then they go further for further medical facilities, and then to. So that's what we brought about these programs.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, can you estimate maybe what it has cost you so far in terms of financial application?
It is around
Or you
about,
don't want to mention?
4 million of 5 million.
Oh, yes. That's great. And they also mentioned this drainage.
Yes.
I think is that the kind of is it collaboration with other companies?
The drainage, you know, that's similar because this place is further than the water is when it's coming from when this road was constructed. So there's no drainage. So and then there are some far communities from Uruku. So the flow of the rains, the floods always pass through. This place, the flood slopy areas. So it passes through the corridors of our facilities, and then with collaboration of sister neighbor facilities here, Everest. So we deemed fit to construct the drainage at the back of the facilities, and then come across the other communities and then gets to waterbed canal.
That must also have cost a
Yes,
lot of money.
yes.
Any estimate, or you don't want to talk about that?
So,
Okay, being a joint
Yes.
project to the leaders of the head of the communities, the two communities, and then even the residents.
Yeah. Actually, one thing is that being the host communities,
Okay.
so we cannot do in isolations. Simply because most of them they made these organizations here. So because of this organization, that's why it was the organization that developed most of these houses. All those houses was pushy areas and there's no much residents.
You
Yes.
meaning that the industry have been here before they came?
Before they came. So most of them came. So, and then simply because we cannot do it in isolations. So we have to collaborate with each other. So, and then the host communities, we have a very cordial relationship. So, but despite the fact that they always complain about the pollutions, and then if you go out the opportunity of going to the factory to see what we have put in place.
We have seen transformer, transmission.
Yes. So you have invested a lot of money to see that all these things which the initial companies really are making.
Ètò tó ń ṣe lọ inú aráàlú dùn inú wa dùn sí débi pé a rí i pé kò sí wàhálà lẹ́yìn oògùn yẹn ń ṣiṣẹ́ lára wa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kan pàápàá wọ́n fi yé wa pé àwọn àǹfààní táwọn ń jẹ lọ́dọ̀ Monarch àwọn ò rí jẹ lára kọ́ńpì mi.
Kí wàá ní ìmọ̀ràn yín fún iléeṣẹ́ tí ó ń ṣe àti agbátẹrù wọn?
Ṣe rí iléeṣẹ́ wọn ò ní jóná because ó múnú dùn because nígbà tí ò bá tẹ̀ sí iléeṣẹ́ ládùúgbò bẹ̀ ó lè máa pọ̀ because ìrànlọ́wọ́ ló jẹ́ fún àwọn aráàlú because ó jẹ́ kí àwọn boys tó ríṣẹ́ ṣe wọ́n ríṣẹ́ ṣe iléeṣẹ́ wọn lè jóná.
Yes, you can see like the glass that I'm putting on. Okay. Because the smoke has not been allowing me to see clearly. Okay. Over time, I cannot read small details because of the dangers of the smoke. Okay. That is why I come there, the examination of my eye, and they give me a glass that is able to allow me to read and to see something clearly. Okay. I think it's a kudo to them, though it is not enough.
What would be your advice to the head of the community? And then even
the now is win-win issue.
Okay.
So now that the congregation is here, it's add values to the properties. Yes. I think that there's no organizations here, so this place is ahead. Okay. So and then if any of them want to dispose their properties, not add values. So rather than there's no organization, so that's why I said it's a win-win issue. So you cannot say dispute that. So that's why there's need for collaborations. So there's need for collaborations. Then you have to know we have manners. We have to manage our differences. There's no way we don't have differences. But in as much as we're able to manage it within the corporations of each other, so then we have